right. I'm here. Start talking like Bane. I'm here. Oh, yes. uh, uh, I was wondering which channel would fail first. Oh, yes. Members of the Leagues of Shadows. All right. All right. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to hear you, so you're going to have to bear with me because there's a lot of wind out here and I'm moving. But try it out. Why not? I'm going to get started here in a minute. Doing what I need to do today. All right. There's your link. There we go. We got a honk. Dun, 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 dun. Let me get a sip of water. Hold on. It's hot. It's super hot. All right. Hold on. I get my water bottle in my pocket. Waddy bottle. All right. Are you able to cam up, or you don't want to cam up, or what? Okay, hold on, so I can try to see you because can't see nothing. Hold on. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Bear with me.
Hi.
Hi there. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. How did you find the channel?
Scrolling through YouTube.
Oh, cool. What video did you come across? Do you remember?
I came across the video. Well, I came across one of your shorts actually, where you were doing
What?
push-ups in like midair on those two bars,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What?" And so I started, and so I started watching like some of your videos and stuff like that. So,
Cool.
and then I was just like, I started watching I watched part of your live last night, but you didn't have your comments on, so I couldn't say anything. And then
Yeah.
I came across your live today because I'm always looking for like interesting people to have on the
Yeah.
Gossip Brew and
Okay.
interview them. And it's not about like your personal life or nothing like that. It's like about your channel, what you want
Yeah.
to what you want to put out there in your channel, like the
Yeah. That's
message you're
cool.
trying to spread and stuff like that.
Are you trying to bring me over there too to do the interview or something?
Yeah, I'd like you come to my
Okay.
channel and do it on mine we can schedule it whenever you feel comfortable.
Okay. I mean, can we just have a brief conversation on here? That way they can,
Sure.
get used to, to hearing you. I mean, can you kind of try to introduce yourself a little more, or what all you do, and is that like your business or?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel and me and my co-host have quite a few shows actually. We have one show that we did it's called Hot Talk with Harlow. And then we have that with the Gossip Brew, and that's when we do like all of our
Hold
interviewing.
on. I'm not gonna be able to hear anything until this thing passes, so just give me a
Oh,
minute. I'm
okay.
about to get up here anyway. It won't take that long. Hold on.
Good Lord,
Sounds like
doesn't he laugh?
they're lame motorcycles. Ridiculous. All right, hold on. Almost away from it. All right, go ahead. What were you saying?
Okay, so we have the Gossip Brew. Like I said, we like to interview interesting people on there, talk about their channel. Then we have another show called Sisters in Grief, where we interview like we don't interview people. It's more like we have like widows and widowers and people that have lost people that are suffering with grief. They come
Oh,
in, they
that's cool.
listen.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because we're both widows, so you know what I
Oh,
mean.
yeah, I'm sorry.
And then my co-host and we wrote a cartoon
There was some
called
fans right now. I'm listening.
we wrote a cartoon called the Sparks tapes, which is basically about Harlow Sparks. She's like, they turn into like superheroes, and they find like these tapes that they have to play in like a boombox, and it gives them powers to like fight evil on the internet and stuff like that. So yeah,
That's
you
cool.
you have to just kind of go over there and look
So
around.
it would kind of fit in other words, like my timing would be pretty on point, right? It would fit into the dynamic, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Then we have another
Sorry, you getting a call?
Neon New York. Oh, I was sorry. I ended it. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine.
We have one.
Sometimes the
We have
signal
one
breaks
on.
up a little.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
listening.
We have one on Monday called Neon Noir, and that is a mob show. And it's like a mob soap opera that we write. And we like to take people that watch us, people that subscribe to us, and stuff like that, and we like to put them into the story. People get a kick out of it.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just muting for a minute because they got stuff playing over here. I don't want it on here, but yeah, that all sounds cool. You can keep going. I'm listening.
It's okay. But yeah, I just thought that that I would think it would be interesting to have you on the show and you tell people like what your channel's about, stuff like that.
Yeah, that all sounds good. Cool. I'm down. You'll just there we go. How you doing? That's the Cameron County Sheriff. That's the actual sheriff truck. That's awesome. They might be transporting. I don't know, guys.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you'll just have to talk to me about it on here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be up to it later today because I'm pretty tired. I didn't sleep much. The bat is an insomniac, but if not, tomorrow might be a good day for it. But I'll definitely do it. Just try to be patient with me, because I gotta kind of stick with this right now, and I got a lot going on, and I got to try to devote all my time to it because I'm trying to run this little checkup for my birthday check. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your birthday's coming?
Yeah, July 21st.
July
And
21st.
they
Okay.
pay like July 21st through 26th, and they don't pay me well, but I mean, I'm picking up momentum, and my check's already over like $150. So I mean, it's something, and I need it. So just trying to do all the content I can. I don't rush it or anything. Everything I try to make quality, but I mean, it's like a 24-hour job. I'm constantly promoting, marketing behind the scene. I have a lot of stuff I got to do with this. So we're definitely expanding. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm glad that you found the channel. Can I ask you, who is David Lopez?
David Lopez is part of our community. He's a subscriber of mine. He's a really nice person. He's also a friend.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, with what I'm doing, I don't know if you don't have any idea what it all entails or yet, right?
No, I don't.
I mean, I'm literally the real thing. So like, I mean, I've been doing the real thing for about 2 years
Yeah.
and plus, and I mean, obviously the sheriffs know about me and all the cops and stuff, and like they all like it. They're real respectful. They're nice. They're cool. But I mean, it's basically to try to expand it where I'm able to do it all over the nation and then, eventually all over the world. But I stand up against corruption and I put like legal organizations out of business. And it's not something I really asked for or tried to do. It's just I went through a lot of stuff and people trying to set me up. So I got put in the right place at the right time in these situations. And that's what happened. So um, I didn't really ask to be Batman. It just kind of happened, kind of like a real story in the movie with Ra's al Ghul when he goes through all that. That's basically what I went through. So um, I don't know.
So
I figured out I
basically,
was
you're
Batman.
fighting. So you're fighting crime, is what you're doing.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that, but I mean, you can
Yeah.
figure it out. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I mean,
we'll say
go
you're
ahead.
against crime. We'll say that. You
Yeah,
stand
I
against
mean,
crime.
it's just a lot of the real criminals are in the government. You know, a
Ain't
lot of
that
the
the
real
truth?
criminals, right, are in all these
Ew.
positions, and I really come up against corruption. I don't go in the street and pick on nobody or nothing. I mean, I come up against whoever and everybody, but it's a real front and it's a real thing, and it's a movement for the community, and I just want to expand it so that I can, help in these different cities and states because we need it. I mean, if you go on social media, every single city across America, somebody said it's getting really bad out here, like seriously, and we need a Batman. And like they weren't joking. So, and I don't think anybody expected God to answer their prayer. And that's what I really believe I am. I know I'm a walking miracle, and I think I'm the answer to a lot of people's prayers, and I think that's a good thing. Um, and I just think it's necessary and what we need. And I just think I'm going to have my hands full because, you have all these neighborhoods and, there's gang members doing graffiti down the street and they're taking over the
Mhm.
neighborhoods. The whole ideal is really for Batman to go in there and basically take them head on and run them out these neighborhoods and stuff like that. It's basically just literally to clean up the streets the right way and get people, to go on about their business. And I'm going to be coming up against bigger organizations, of course, because they're all connected and they're going to hear about me. And I mean, I'm the real thing. I'm not afraid of nothing. I'm really trying to escalate it to a higher level, if anything, because I know what I'm supposed to do, but it'll all unfold as we break it down and keep moving. But that's the best way
Have
I can
you
explain it.
ran into a lot of danger doing this, like physical danger?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, even some
How do you
days that I'm
handle
off,
that?
a guy pulled something on me one day. I'm used to it. I mean, I've been in, shelters and on the street for a long time, not meaning that I've just always been a street oriented guy. So I've been in
Street
some
smart.
I've been in some very, very bad places that are like worse than prisons, and they exist, believe it or not, in this country. So where you get desensitized, you get acclimated to it. So honestly, it doesn't do much for me. I'm kind of built different where it excites me, because I mean, I did bar security like 7 years too. So you see so much stuff happen, and when you're actively the one doing half of it, you just start getting used to it and you start to enjoy it. Some people are just built differently. Like I would never want to, I don't ever want to see people hurt or nothing. I always did my job right. I always try to take care of everybody, even if they're a criminal or coming up against me. I try to make sure people good. But I'm just saying I'm used to the funk. That's not anything new. And I'm used to people doing things that are weird and resorting to coward tactics and whatever they're going to do, pulling out things, whatever. I'm used to it. It's not new. It's just the way my whole life has been like a fight basically. So that's
Mhm.
why God told me he chose me to do this because I was the only one that would keep going, basically, if that makes sense. I mean, within the last several months, I had a foot infection. I could have, really like lost my, so I mean, I went through that like a boss and a champ. I didn't even open my mouth about it in front of all these folks. I took on a whole bunch of different stuff. So I just tend to keep my mouth closed and keep on trucking and keep on pushing.
You just keep going.
Yeah. Say it again.
You just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a choice. I mean, it's survival for me anyway right now. It's just like with this, I'm very exhausted today. I'm going to do my training right now and I got to do these shows. And I'm glad I did because every time that I push myself, I noticed a blessing comes, if that makes sense. I mean, so it was a
Absolutely.
blessing. Yeah, that you came over here today. And, if I had been lazy and not woke up and not got on it today, then, this might not have happened. So, I mean, I just think it's all God moving, but yeah, God shows me the way. But I mean, honestly, I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm not being cocky or conceited or arrogant, but I'm like a little conqueror basically, and that's just what I was born to do. So I'm trying to take my streets back and my country back. But like hands on. I want I want this country to come back to what it's supposed to be, and I'm going to do everything I can in my power to serve that vested interest. And that's about it. And it's good that a lot of people they like it. I wouldn't say they support it because they're not supporting it financially, and that's the main goal I'm trying to get. I really need help financially. So
Mhm.
I don't know if you can spread that word or let people know as well. It would help me. But just any money I can get out of doing what I mean. I could even start a GoFundMe and explain the project. I mean, I'm sure you're aware of that and it would probably work, but I don't know how to do all that stuff that well. And it's a lot of
Mhm.
trouble, time consuming. And I'm, always moving and busy, but it's probably going to come down to that. I'm probably going to do an actual GoFundMe at some point, and I just need to get crowdfunding. I mean, it's the only way. And, I'm able to do so much more now with very little resources. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense. Now, do you go just by Batman or do you go by a first name or?
My name is Tyree Sneed. Yeah, I mean my identity is not hidden or anything. When I
Mhm.
get to a higher level, and God literally like talks to me. I don't care if people believe me or not, but He does, and He's been walking me along the path. He's who trained me to do all this stuff. To be honest, in my opinion, so I mean, I give all credit and glory to God, seriously, and it's not to sound cute. It's just truly what I believe. He didn't let go of me, and that's why He's using me for His will and His purpose. And that's what I'm here to do is help people that are struggling and going through adversity. Because I came up against all odds. People tried to do everything to stop me. I survived a bunch of stuff that's impossible, and basically, I just refuse to expire, and I just want to serve as a real symbol of inspiration for people, So it's just crazy the way they move the movies because when I talk, I hear myself in the movies, if that makes sense. Like right now, he said that quote, Bruce Wayne, when he said, "That's not exactly what I meant when I said I wanted to inspire people." You get what I'm saying? Um, so it's kind of surreal for me because it's like I really feel like the movies were made about me. I think that we're at the start of the timeline, and I mean I think that they knew it's supposed to be like a prophecy. That's what God told me. God told me I was the prophecy, and I mean, they make these movies. It's always about something that's either happened, is happening, or will happen.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, I don't think people should put it past me, or it's not about me, but put it past Hollywood. They know something. They know a lot that we don't know. I think that if reptilians are real, they probably own the movie industry, and it's very demonic and evil. But they're telling us something, and somebody knew ahead of time what the Batman thing was in the prophecy, because there's no way they would have made these movies this accurate. Because I mean, it's identical to what it's been like for me. When I get to New York and I have money, I think 100% I'll be working with NYPD and probably other agencies, and they're going to have to use me because the thing is, if I have this major following, right,
Mhm.
and that's a form of power, is it not? Just like what you're building.
It is. I seen that you have 4,000 subs. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's not so much about, the numbers, but I just mean if you have any kind of platform, and even if you start small, if you have a voice and people are paying attention and seeing it's gonna carry. I mean, even if I started over on a new channel, I have a way now I can try to reach out to new people and contact basically strangers and
Mhm.
promote the channel. So it's a cool business regardless because I can always climb and make sure that I'm good and I can make money on here like I'm doing here. But I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty smart. I just figured it out and God showed me the way and I just knew what I was doing and I knew it would amount to something. And that was the hardest thing. These people they filed a million false reports on me, did false police calls, tried to get me locked up every move I made, every step I took, made up lies on my name. So they called Seton Hospital. I had something happen to me. I've been fighting for my life the past 4 or 5 years. That's insane and unbelievable and unsurvivable. And I'm still here. I took on a truck in one. The video's on the channel
Mhm.
with no helmet or nothing. And that's what happened in my mouth to my teeth. And that might have been a setup too. I just, I want to serve as an example to people that I'm the confirmation that people can throw everything they can possibly think of at you every day, and you still can be strong enough that someone can make it. You know what I mean? You can still be strong enough to stand up to these people and win. And I just want to serve as an example, more to the youth and to other generations and everybody that, if you stick with it and you believe, my biggest thing is believing in yourself and
Mhm.
believing in God. But I just feel like if you don't believe in yourself, I mean, what's the point of doing anything? So I just hope that it serves as a symbol to inspire people to pursue their dreams. And I think it is. I know it is because there. I see like other generations and people. They'll put posts on Google and they'll talk to me in person. And they'll say like things like, "Yeah, you can live life the way you want," and so clearly I am a symbol of a lot of different things. Or they'll say, you can be whatever you want to be, and it's nice to see the youth and other generations take a good positive message from everything that for me was horrible and a lot of and it wasn't all bad. It's been awesome. My life has been beautiful, and I look at it all as just being awesome, even the bad things. And that's why it's Batman the Alchemist, because I alchemized the most negative experience and the worst thing that could happen to me, and I put it in, make it into something positive. And I just think that that's what we all have to try to do in life, because life is not easy. Life is hard, and none of us are in control in life. And I think the sooner people realize that, I think the easier it will be.
Absolutely. Life is extremely hard. So, have you
Yeah.
ran into a lot of adversity as a content creator on
Oh yeah.
YouTube? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a story that could be ongoing. So I mean, we can talk about some of that probably on your show or
Mhm.
anytime you want to come on here again. I'm about to get started training for the day, so I want to kind of wrap it up if that's okay.
Oh, that's
Um,
fine. Thank you so much for having me. And
yeah,
thank
I
you
just
so
want
much
to
for
say,
talking to me.
yeah, anytime. I mean, is that cool? Can you come on over when you have time, and I can continue to have like a public conversation with you? I think that it'll definitely help both of us. I think it's a good thing for people to hear.
Oh, absolutely. And when you have some downtime, you can go to my page, check it out,
Yeah, yeah, I will.
and absolutely, yeah, absolutely, and check out. My co-host is Bambi Palermo.
Yeah, I see him.
She's
I
our
see the
Harley.
trolls already trying to digress. Yeah, we don't listen to them over here. Get out of here.
Bambi's a
Uh,
little rough around the edges. She's a but
oh,
she.
she's here. Okay.
Oh, is she?
Um, Yeah, she's here. She's cool. I don't have no issue with you, but I'm literally about to get going. So if we can Bambi, can you come back on the like the next live? I'm gonna do a live after I train here for I don't know, maybe an hour or so. Yeah, that'll work. And then I can talk to you and Harlow's welcome back here anytime. You're both welcome here anytime you want. You don't gotta
Oh, well,
let me
thank you
know
so
or yeah.
much.
I don't really talk to people too much behind the scenes,
Okay.
maybe a little here and there, but it's just with the people that what they do, I try to make it where there's no means of communication, so I'm not being bothered. You know what I mean? Um,
Well, yeah, I
but
completely
yeah,
understand that.
no,
Yeah,
yeah, I thought it was a great.
especially if
Go
you
ahead.
have problems with trolls.
Yeah, and I don't want I want to stay off that topic because it just has nothing to do with me or my life or what I'm doing. But no, I thought it was a great show. Bambi can come back and we'll talk on the next one. So just if you can come after they get done training here, I'll go live again. And I just kind of pop up periodically live and do my thing. But that's all. I mean, it's just meant to be done all over the nation, and I'm going to be in the street actively. Walking around and talking to people and doing the real thing. So I mean, there's not really much that people can tell me, I mean, but I just feel like God is going to give me the money somehow. I think He's going to get people to donate to and create some support and have a wave of support come in. It's what I get readings. I listen to prayer readings. I get downloads. I'm connected to God. I sit at the right hand throne of God, so He tells me every move that's going to happen. And sometimes I'm on the community wall to prove to people my gift of intuition and that I'm told what's going to happen before it happens, and then it gets proven. But it said there was going to be a wave of support that comes in, and I think that's where we're headed. And that's what I need. I need financial support. I'm not a greedy guy, nothing like that. It's just
Mm.
I'm having to try to rebuild from nothing out of scratch. And I did well in my life. I'm okay, but I just got to rebuild the cash. I got set up and targeted for making too much money. And it all sounds like Bruce Wayne to me. It's the exact same story. So right now is the struggle and stagnation period that God had to have me go through to make me stronger, and it really has helped me. But now it's over and we got to move forward, and I just need all the donations I can get. My Cash App's right there. I got a PayPal and a Venmo on my community tab, and if I can get a wave of support and get people to financially back me, then I could get a bus ticket. I can go to these major cities. I can start literally patrolling and walking around and moving and talking to folks and doing my job. And it's a pretty cool thing. People generally love it, and it's all for a good purpose. So it's supportive. I don't think anything really needs to be explained with it. I think it's self-explanatory, and it's to stop powers that are unseen, basically, just like in the movies. And Batman protects people from unseen forces. So that's my job, basically. But yeah, we're gonna get into a lot of action once I get the real amount of money to work with, and everything will get a lot more exciting. I think it's gonna liven up real quick, and I'm probably gonna be making tabloids and newspapers. So we're just trying to get there right now to that point so it can really take off. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I have taken up enough of your time, and I will be
Oh yeah,
back
you're
with
good.
Sandy.
I appreciate you for real. Thank you for
Yeah,
coming over. It was
absolutely.
cool. Definitely awesome. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll talk to you right now in a minute. I'm just gonna do this and get my little videos for the day, and then we'll get back on it and do another show, and y'all can come on over. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay.
Cool.
Thanks.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye bye. You too.
Bye. Now we need the audience to donate money. Send me some money.